Let's start with the spelling class. We're going to talk about unit number 8 today. Unit number 8, hiking the Appalachian Trail. That's going to be, that's the name of the unit. Now, let's read this word. This is a story that is on page 78. Remember that each story has some words. It contains little words that we're going to learn the definition. But first, let's read the story. Now, hiking the Appalachian Trail is a journal article. Remember, the Appalachian is in the United States, right? Okay, let's see. Gabriela, help me to read. Everybody should be following the reading because then I'm going to mention another name. So, Gabriela, you're going to start first.
What is that page? I find it.
Page 78. Page 78. Everybody, page 78. Be ready.
I find it.
Okay, great.
Hiking the Appalachian Trail. In early April of each year, hikers climb Springer Mountain in northern Georgia. They carry backpacks weighing between 50 and 70 pounds. Inside the backpacks are tiny stuffs, sleeping bags, and tents. These adventurers bring along food rations, toothpaste, and shampoo. Hikers carry almost everything they will need for the next 4 to 6 months. Scholars take books, bird watchers take binoculars, and photographers take cameras. These men and women are called through hikers. Walkers who want to hike the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine.
Thank you so much, Gabriela. Continue with the reading, Anna.
The Appalachian Trail is at 2,175
2,175.
2,175 foot toward the post road on the trail. There are many guides that make up this trail have been created and are maintained by volunteers who have freely given their time to do this job. There are 260 stations along the way. The stations are placed 10 or more miles apart about the distance of the day's hike.
Thank you so much, Anna. We have volunteers, we have scholars, and rations. These words, they are highlighted in blue. It means that we're going to know the definition of that. Now, then we start with the next side. Let's see, Rebecca, read the next pattern.
During the day, the hikers follow white blast streaks painted on rocks and tree trunks to show the route. These explorers pass through forests and bush and
Pastures.
They flow streams and cross over mountains. Along the way, hikers look at water, which can be painful after a rain shower. They stop and fill their water bottles whenever possible.
Whenever possible. Thank you, Rebecca. Lucia, continue reading, please.
Hikers see a lot of wildlife along the trail. Black bears are plentiful, especially in the national park. Deer, coyotes, buckeye,
Porcupines.
wood chook, and raccoons move throughout the forest. Hungry readers might dare to spend a night in some trails. Hikers have been known to spend many was nice with a strong honorary bone.
Thank you so much. Danny, read the last paragraph.
After a day of hiking with a heavy pack, hikers can become weary. They might have blisters on their feet, and they are centrally hungry. They seek the next shelter where they can rest and relax.
Thank you. What is talking about this page, class? What is talking about? What did you understand about it? Do you understand? Do you know what is a hiker? They're talking about the people that they are hiking. They're hiking the mountain. So that these people, they are called hikers.
Escalar montañas.
That's right. So they are called hikers. They have rations. We're going to know the ration. It's a portion of food. Scholars, like you might be scholars. We have some word there, volunteers, and it says, after a day of hiking, imagine all the day they were hiking the mountain with a heavy pack. Have you ever seen these people that they have a big packs, backpack, it's a big, so they are hiking, they have all the things that they need for hiking. They can become weary, they can become like tired. They might have blister on their feet and they're simply hungry. It's like making exercise, so they need to eat something, and blister, it means that it can have on the feet or even on the hands. Blisters. Do you know what is blisters, class? Do you know what is blisters? Oh? Oh, you don't know what it's blister? Blister, in Spanish, we can say like ampollas. Do you know what is an ampolla that you can have in your hands? Yes. Well, that is blister. That is blister. So they can have it on the feet or in the hands. Now let's continue next page. We have more information about these hikers. Okay, let's continue with the reading now. Fernando, continue the reading, please. The first pattern.
In late afternoon, stoves are lit. The glitter of lightweight pans blends with the forest sounds of bird songs. Strangers meet and discuss experiences. The more gone hikers might share cereal, bars, or other treats with travelers. Take a stock of the food they have in reserve. Supplies are available in the next town. The town south might be 4 or 5 days away.
Thank you so much. Continue with the reading, Andrea. Andrea, continue with the reading.
After dinner, place and
You're muted.
pan where tired hikers might gather around a campfire, which burns brightly and then smolders. Sometime later, the hikers turn in for the night, themselves snugly in a sleep bag. The hiker starts again early. The next day, hikers might walk for 50 or 100 miles before they reach a town. Once they arrive, they usually stay in a old hotel or a inexpensive inn for hikers. If they are lucky, they get to take a hot shower. Would they even appreciate a lukewarm one?
Excellent. Thank you so much. Continue with the reading, the last part. Let's see. Hermes, continue with the reading.
The next day, the hikers left the town and continued their trek. They walked toward the end of the trail. Mount Katahin and Mani, White Trout, all the miles. What's the point of enduring hunger, blisters, and soggy? But some hikers enjoy the peace and quiet of the woods. Many like being unnatural, seeing the views and the wildlife. Still others share the athletic challenge. Whatever the reason, thousands of true hikers enjoy the Appalachian Trails each year.
Thank you so much. So look here, they record thousands of miles, these hikers. So they need to have a lot of things, a lot of food also, supplies to stay there. Now we have more words. We have clatter, gallant, reserved, smolders, lickworm, and trash. So we're going to learn the definition of this word. So on page 80, we're going to complete page 80, 81. We have the meanings of these words. We have the meanings of these words. So let's write it down. Remember, in the space, we need to write it down. Some of you already work. I see some of you that you finished to work on these 2 pages. You know that you only have to write the words. Now I'm going to explain the meanings. Pay attention. I'm going to explain the meaning. So number 1, the word is award. That is the word award. Remember that award is not skillful or graceful. It's hard to handle. For example, it's something that it can be embarrassing that you are ashamed. For example, when you first learn to dance, your movements may be awkward. So look here, it might be embarrassing. You cannot dance, but then you start learning to dance, so you improve that. So awkward, it can be like clumsy and bumbling. It's the contrary of skillful. To have a skill of that. Great.
I don't understand it means.
You don't understand, Rebecca? And war. Okay, and war is something that it's embarrassing for you. For example, you might be having a speech in front of a lot of people, and you forgot. Imagine that you are singing, and you forgot the lyric of the song. So it might be an awkward moment for you because you forgot the lyric. You forgot the song. So it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for you. It's an awkward moment.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, number 2, we have the word clatter. What it means clatter, class? It's to make a short sound. It's to make a short sound, a deep sound. For example, the old trains clatter down the tracks. But also we have another definition. It's a hard, rattly sound, so they are synonyms, similar. It's a busy excitement, noisy, shattering. So the clatter of factory machines can be quite loud. So clatter is to make a sound, un estruendo. We can say in that way. Clatter is it's a sound. It's a sound that you can have it, that you can listen to when you see. For example, it says the old trains with the track. So there was a sound, the sound that it was making because of the 2 things that they were putting. So it was rattling, banging together. You have it, the 2 things together. So clatter is to make a sound. Gallant. We have 2 ways to pronounce this word, gallant and gallant. Gallant is when you You're brave. You're showing in appearance. We saw the parade of gallant sailing ships. So it's something that it's attractive. Gallant, it should be attractive. But also we have gallant. For example, it's a boy that is fashionable, a young gentleman. The noble's hearing was courted by a wealthy gallant. Yes? So we have gallant and gallant. Two ways to pronounce. It depends what we are saying. We have number 4. The number 4 is lukewarm. Lukewarm. Lukewarm means only moderately warm, not hot, but not cold. So lukewarm means not hot, not cold. Without enthusiasm. Imagine that you are speaking in front of a lot of people and these people, they're without enthusiasm. They're going to like have an applause like this. Sin ganas, they are going to do it. So that is, we can say lukewarm is without enthusiasm, that you are going to applaud, you're going to clap because you are forced to do it, but you don't want to do it. And also means not hot, but not cold. That is lukewarm. What about plentiful? Plentiful. Plentiful, it says in great supply, more than enough. For example, flowers are plentiful in springtime. So they are abundant. There is a lot of them. When it's springtime, you see a lot of flowers. So that is, we can say that it's like a synonym also of plentiful. What about word number 6? It's ration. Ration, it has two meanings.
Corazón.
A portion of food. You have just a ration of food. A ration. A kitchen provides rations to the poor. So if you have something to eat, you want to share that portion, that ration to somebody else. So that is ration. And also it's to pass or give out in limited portions, the limited use of it. So it's to share a portion. Ration is like a synonym also, a portion, to divide, to break something, to share. Any question about this word from 1 to 6? Look at this word. From 1 to 6. No?
Gallant. Gallant.
Gallant. Okay, thank you. Gallant or gallant? Okay, gallant. Gallant, number 1, is something that it's very attractive. Attractive, something that it's beautiful, that it's nice looking. That is gallant. And gallant means something fashionable, young. It's the same. It's the same. Fashionable. So gallant, that is means something that is attractive, nice looking, that it's dashing. It says here dashing. It's the contrary of being forward. It means that gallant is to be brave. Brave also. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. Any other question from 1 to 6? No?
Nope.
Okay, let's go to 7 to 12. Let's go to 7 to 12 that we have it on page 81. We have the word reserve. Reserve means to hold back. Please reserve a seat for me. That is reserve. To store, to have something, to keep something. Something set aside for a certain purpose, something stored for later use. You can reserve some food because later you are going to eat it. That's right, that is in Spanish, reserve. Make a reservation also. You want to go to a hotel or a park, you make a reservation. So you reserve the money that you need to buy those tickets. Let's go to number 8. We have scholar. What is the meaning of scholar? A person, a learned person, someone who studies with a teacher, a student who gets a gift of money to pay for education. That is a scholar. Is a sage, professor, authority, a pupil. You are a scholar. I'm a scholar. So that is a scholar, a person that is all the time learning, a learned person. So scholar, that is, it has a teacher and a student, scholar. And the college, the university, there is a lot of scholars also. Now, smolder. What about smolder?
We did complete this.
Yes, you need to work on this also.
Okay, finish.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. If you finished, that's great. Now, do you
I
know what is a
already
smolder? People that finished, do you know what is a smolder?
Chiquito.
Smolder, this word number 9, to burn slowly with smoke but not flame, it says. To show pent-up feelings. It's smolder, so smolder is to be also, it's the contrary to explode. To explode, is the thing is burning and exploded, but in smolder is burning slowly. Se va quemando despacio, burn slowly. So a person might smolder with rage but say nothing. If a person is feeling down also, it's a smolder because it's not feeling well. So that is smolder. To burn
No.
slowly with the smoke but no flame.
Can you repeat it? I don't understand it.
Okay, smolder. We have here. Look at the sentence. A person may smolder with rage but say nothing. Because it says that smolder means to burn slowly. Burn slowly with smoke, but not flame. To show pent-up feelings. So it's the contrary of to explode. Explode, you see that it's a burning and exploded, but here it's slowly. It's burning slowly. That is smolder. Yes, Rebecca? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Smolder, that is smolder. It's something that it's burning, but without flame. You don't see it. Okay, now let's see. In Spanish, you can say something like, se está quemando sin llama, something like that you can say. Now, trudge. What about trudge? We have to walk or march slowly and with difficult or tiring. So trudge means when you are tired and you are walking with difficulty. You are tired. For example, at the end of the long day, workers trudge home. The hikers trudge home. They are walking to home, but they are tired. They are walking with difficulty because they have a long day. Long, tiring walk. If I miss the bus, it's a 2-mile trudge to school. Trudge to school. So that is trudge class. To walk, tired. Voluntary. What is a voluntary class? Do you know what is voluntary?
Yes, voluntario en Spanish.
That's right. It's to be voluntary. You give a service without paying,
Your
without
time.
money. Yes, you just do a service. A volunteer visitor has hospital patient. So you are visiting patients, but you're not going to receive money for visiting them. Weary. What about weary class? What is the meaning of weary? It's feeling tired, worn out, having no more patience. When I have to do a boring task, I become weary. When you have to do homework, spelling homework, you become weary. No, right? When you have to do math homework, you can become weary. That is weary, to feel tired, to make tired. You are exhausted. Any question about these words, class, from 7 to 12?
Miss, I don't understand this molder
Smolder, okay. This one,
all the time.
okay, smolder es arder sin llama, something that it's burning is slowly without flame, with smoke but not flame. Something that it's burning, se está quemando, something that it's burning, so we can use that word smolder. Yeah?
Miss, volunteer is voluntario.
Voluntary, that's right. In Spanish is that voluntary, voluntary. Okay, let's go to the next page. We're going to work on this page. Let's see here. Don't worry. Here we have to match the definition, the meaning of these words according to the explanation that we had before. Number 1, a measured portion of food is called. How do you call that word? It's just a portion of food. Kiara Palencia?
Ration.
Ration, that's right.
Ration.
Excellent. Letter D, excellent. Number 2, who has the answer of number 2? A fire that burns without
Teacher,
flame.
do you
but
have
with
to
smoke.
write or circle?
You can write and you can circle.
Smolders.
Smolders, that's right. That it was what Rebecca was saying. Miss, what is a smolder? It's a fire that burns without flame, but with smoke. What about number 3? If you have to, through a deep snow, your journey will be difficult.
Lukewarm.
Clutter.
No.
Lukewarm.
Volunteer.
If you have to trudge, that's right. Remember, trudge. Through deep snow, your journey will be difficult. You have to walk. You have to walk. That is true. To walk tired through the deep snow, your journey will be difficult. Okay, number 4. A or an action is one that is courteous and brave.
Lukewarm.
Worry.
No, where is?
Lukewarm.
Gallant.
Gallant, that's right.
Gallant.
A gallant action is one that is courteous and brave. Remember, the gallant is also to be brave, to be brave. So a gallant action is brave. Number 5, a shower is neither hot nor cold.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm, that's right. It's not cold nor hot. Number 6, when horses' hooves clap on the pavement, they can be said to, it's a sound, they make a sound, noise.
Clatter.
Clatter, that's right. That word means they say to be clattered. Okay, number 7, a social situation that is embarrassing and hard to handle can be termed
Worry.
Awkward.
awkward. That's right. This word, remember, it's embarrassing situation. Number 8, an expert in the law may be known as legal. It's a student. It can be a pupil.
Scholar.
Scholar. Excellent. Letter C, it's scholar. Number 9, if you have more than enough of something, you have amount. Plentiful, that's right. Letter B, Rebecca. That is the answer. You have enough. You're full of that. You have enough of something. Number 10, a long period of hard work is likely to leave a person feeling
Weary.
You have the answer there, right? Yes, weary. Okay, number 11, a cook may
Reserve.
reserve yeah, you have the 3 last answers there. Reserve leftover food to be eaten at a later date. So the last one is, if you volunteer, I didn't notice that you have the answer here, 11 and 12.
I finished.
You finished?
Yes, I finished. Look. I finished, Miss.
Okay,
Finish.
finished. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Let me check the attendance. Let's see, Ana, Andrea, and Camila.
Present.
Gabriela,
Present.
Isabela, Kiara.
Present.
I finished. Present.
Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present. Miss, I have a question.
Hold on. Rosa, Valerie. Okay, Valerie and Sian.
Present.
Valerie. It's not here, right? Alberto, Dani, and Fernando.
Present.
Present.
Okay, great. Hermes, Joshua, Caleb.
Present.
Marcelo, Santiago Hernandez, Santiago Chávez.
Present.
Present.
Okay, excellent, excellent. The boys were connected. Now, if you're finished, remember that you don't have homework in the spelling, you can disconnect. Bye-bye, Mia. Tell me what's your question. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
podemos circular, Miss.
Yes, you can circle, you can circle.
I finished.
Okay, bye, Miss.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
I finished, Miss.
Bye-bye, Santiago Chavez.